Hello everyone, my name is Elvira Wahyu Arumpanani. I'm a student from Department of Mechanical Engineering at 11 Maret University in Indonesia. It's great to be here to present my review article on 26th International Conference on Fracture and Structure Integrity. In this section, I will talk about my review article. The title is Recent Development in Aluminum Metric Composite Forging, Effect on Mechanical and Physical Properties. This presentation will be divided into 5 chapters. The first chapter is Introduction, the second chapter is Forging, the third chapter is Microstructure, the fourth chapter is Mechanical Properties, and the last one. The first chapter is Introduction. Metal matrix composite have become one of the most developed material in recent years. MMC is widely used for industrial work such as automotive component, aircraft structure, and other industries. MMC provide better properties when compared to other material. One type of MMC is aluminum metric composite. In the industrial world, MMC is used in the manufacture of engine block, helicopter propeller, shafts, and etc. Aluminum was used extensively based on its superior properties, including high strength, low density, good wear resistance, fatigue resistance, and etc. The method commonly used to produce MMC is stir casting. The conventional method in AMC production will produce low ductility due to high brittle reinforcement and uneven microstructure. Secondary treatment is necessary in order to improve the properties of the composite. The secondary treatment that can be done at AMC is metal forming. Metal forming is process of changing the shape of a metal or workpiece by applying an external force so that plastic deformation occurs. The purpose of metal forming is to change the workpiece into the desired new shape and improve the mechanical properties of the metal by improving the microstructure. Various metal forming operations like rolling, extrusion, forging, and etc. Forging is one of the oldest known metalworking process. Forging is the process of forming metal using the compressive force of a hammer. The advantage of forging when compared to other forming processes are superior mechanical properties, favorable grain orientation, no material waste, greater productivity, and etc. The microstructure of the forged composite leads to a uniform particle distribution and improved mechanical properties. Based on the explanation above, this review will focus on the forging of the aluminum metric composite by their effect on the mechanical and physical properties of the aluminum metric composite. We know that pure aluminum is not stiff and strong enough that aluminum is not commercially used in the industrial application. The mechanical properties of aluminum can be improved by adding Cu, Mg, Mn, and others. Aluminum with the addition of this element is called an aluminum alloy. The classification of aluminum alloy is shown in table 1. The second chapter is forging. Forging is classified based on several things as discussed as follows. First, based on temperature. By this, forging is classified on temperature as in cold, warm, and hot forging. Warm and hot forging require heat when compressive force are applied. Cold forging is carried out at room temperature. The advantage of cold forging are the resulting geometry accuracy, good surface finish, and for near net shape product. Meanwhile, warm forging is carried out at a temperature of 0.3 until 0.5 melting temperature. The advantage of warm forging is forging load reduced without any change in hardness of the product melting temperature. In addition, warm forming at a moderate temperature has all the benefits, including good control of the microstructure and improved strength and ductility. The advantage of hot forging is that they don't cause damage to composite and reduce porosity. Next, based on the type of mold. By this, the forging can be classified into two types, open die forging and closed die forging. In a closed die forging condition, will cause the metal flow to be more uniform and the surface finish is better than an open die forging. neck based on the forging direction. Along with the direction of forging, forging can be classified into unidirectional forging, bidirectional forging, and multidirectional forging. Multidirectional forging is a technique which the sample is pressed in a channel die to a fixed strain, removed, rotate by 90, reinsert in the channel die, and pressed to the same strain. Repeated forging in three orthogonal directions. Kavosi et al. Found that with increasing the pass number of multidirectional forging will increasing the strength and dislocation density of alloy. The multidirectional forging scheme is shown in figure 1. The third chapter is microstructure, the phenomenon that contribute to the weakening of the material due to a defect can be referred to as breakage. Some indications of a defect are cavities, microcrack, and shear bend, as we can see on the figure 2. One of the parameters to evaluate the forgeability of a material is the surface crack. When the forming process is carried out in hot conditions, metallurgy phenomena such as recovery, recrystallization, and grain growth will occur after the deformation process. If deformation is carried out at high temperature, grain growth can occur. Then to reduce the energy stored by reducing grain expansion. In the research conducted by Ozer, it was found that there was a reduction in grain size in specimens subject to secondary treatment. The grain size of the matrix becomes small after the forging process due to recrystallization during hot forging deformation, where the thermal mismatch and dislocation is over the energy to activate the recrystallization process. From some paper, we know that the effect of forging on the microstructure is forged workpiece has a more uniform particle distribution compared to the workpiece that is only cast. It represents the recovery and recrystallization process. Then, the forged workpiece has a finer grain size if compared with as-cast composite. Grain size change with the increase of the forging pass as shown in figure 3, presented by Yu et al. In line with Yu, Kapoor et al. Conduct a study multidirectional forging where the specimen pass 0, 3, 6, and 9 pass AL sample. Based on this research, it is known that when a specimen pass 0 pass, show large grain. When 3 pass, it is known that the specimen show a large number of subgrain boundaries. After 6 and 9 pass, the prior large grain boundaries were not discernible and only ultrafine subgrain and grain were seen. Size change with the increase of the forging pass as shown in figure 3, presented by Yu et al. Show that the size of grain in the center of sample. It decreased with increasing the forging pass to 12, but it doesn't further refine the grain with more than 12 pass, shown in table 2. In general, an increase of forging pass will increase the cumulative strain. The recrystallized grain become finer with increasing the forging pass. Table 3 show research article about forging of aluminum metric composite. Dam et al. 2014. The resulting porphyry material, excellent comprehensive mechanical properties, and a very fine structure are obtained from the fast compaction process. Bocurel et al. 2015. There was a change in the microstructure of composite during the cold forging process. Purohit et al. 2017. Microstructure studies on Al6061 composite clearly revealed uniform distribution of alumina particle in both as-cast and hot forge condition. Babu et al. 2018. It was found homogenization improved the material forgeability. Sweet et al. 2019. It was found hot offset forging brought about considerable improvement in physical and mechanical properties. Nouri et al. 2020. It was found the flow stress distribution is more uniform than plastic strain distribution in the multidirectional forge. The fourth chapter is mechanical properties. Hardness. From some paper, we know that the hardness of the forged composite is higher than the cast composite. In study conducted by Handraskar et al., it was found that an increasing in percentage SiC as reinforcement would decrease forge ability performed but increase hardness. Different forging, such as 20%, 40%, and 60%, increase the hardness of the material by 16%, 33%, and 45%. That means increasing hardness in line with increasing the forging. According to the research conducted by Cambridge, it is known that the hardness will increase after both cold and warm forging, but the hardness in warm forging is higher because deformation material obtains strength from precipitation of coherent particles and dislocation accumulate through forming. The hardness increase directly proportional to the increase in the number of forging passes at an early stage of multiaxial forging. According to research conducted by Soundararajan et al., performed hardness testing on the 3 specimens with unidirectional forge, bidirectional forge, and multidirectional forge. It was found that the hardness of specimens with multidirectional forge increased by 12% compared to bidirectional forge and 32% compared to unidirectional forge, as we can see in figure 4. Ultimate tensile strength. Forging affects the ultimate tensile strength of a material. Increasing the reduction of forging will increase the UTS of material. In figure 5, shown UTS and elongation forged composite higher than the ascast composite at room temperature. According to the research conducted by Hanamantra Yogda et al., which state that UTS will increase in line with the increase in forging reduction and increase in SiC particle up to 15% and will decrease when SiC is more than 15%. The increase in forging reduction will increase the UTS. This can be attributed to the effect of matrix hardening and microstructure change, which indicate a reduction in cavities after forging with grain refinement and grain fragmentation. UTS will increase with increasing deformation degree. Ductility. Forging affects the ductility of material. Increasing the reduction of forging will decrease the ductility of a material, as we can see in table 4. The ductility value is reduced due to recrystallization and grain modification during the forging process. Conclusion. The conclusion of this review article is forging is done by using open die forging, closed die forging, hot forging, cold forging, unidirectional forging, bidirectional forging, and multidirectional forging. Forging causes a reduction in the grain size of the matrix. Smaller size matrix grain in closed die forging. Grain flow and alignment of microstructure was also uniform, which is necessary for the strength of the composite. Hardness and UTS of the composite increase after forging. The increase in hardness in the forged composite in line with the increase in percentage reinforcement. Increased strength due to grain refinement and increased dislocation density. The ductility of the composite will decrease after forging. That's all my presentation. Thanks for your attention.